What's up, everybody? Hey, before we get into today's film study session on the Denver Broncos 20-13 victory over the Miami Dolphins, whether it be on the offense or the defensive side of the ball, I got to tell you guys, I'm very excited to announce that I've partnered with DraftKings Sportsbook. They're the top-rated sportsbook app here in the United States, and you can rest assured knowing that your money is in secure hands because DraftKings Sportsbook app today is the most reliable and secure sports betting app out there on the market, and I utilize it because I love taking part in parlays, whether it's a 3-game parlay or sometimes even a 6-game parlay. I like to put my money on the line, and DraftKings Sportsbook is the one sportsbook that I go to every single day. And I want you to get in on the action here at the YouTube channel as well to get into DraftKings Sportsbook by clicking on the link in the description below. And when you sign up, use promo code ROARK. That's ROARK, promo code ROARK, and you can receive up to $1,000 deposit bonus today. Get in the game with DraftKings Sportsbook. Drew Lock's going to throw an interception to start off the Broncos offensively here on third down. And the Miami Dolphins right here, they do this amoeba look, which means that they are moving around all over the place because they have no down linemen. They're just everybody stand up. They're moving around because they want to be able to send 6. They want to be able to send 5. They want to be able to send 4 sometimes. And so on third down, they do a really good job disguising this coverage. The route combination, you can see Noah Fant release up vertically. Melvin Gordon's going to leak out right here and sit underneath. He's going to be open on this play. And you're going to see Tim Patrick run a deep level drag route. I mean, you can call it that. KJ Hamler's going to run vertical. And then Jerry Jeudy's going to run inside and then leak back to the outside here. And Xavier Howard, he's going to do a really good job sitting underneath this. So you notice the movement right here? Movement. Okay, so here's the development right here for Drew Lock. He is looking at the direction of Jerry Jeudy. He's looking at Tim Patrick. And you see the Dolphins defenders, their eyes, they're playing zone coverage. Cover 3, he's bailing out. They're playing deep levels here. They're going to give up the short stuff, and these guys are all dropped back. He's got a nice reroute here on Noah Fant. You can see that Melvin Gordon's going to come up free and be available here. But Drew's eyes, this has been an issue for him, and I thought he did better as the game progressed, but he stares down the area he's going to throw it. Now look right here. You've got KJ coming vertical. You've got 2 defenders in this area, this window area, if anything. And then you're going to expect Tim Patrick to be coming along right here, especially on third and long. Drew is anticipating that none of these defenders right here are going to bite, but Xavier Howard does a good job of being able to step downhill, and he cuts this off, and he intercepts the pass right here. Drew Lock didn't really give Tim Patrick a chance here, and this is a missed read. Now, look, for Drew right here, I get it. You're looking at the advantage. You're taking what the defense gives you on 3rd and 10. First down markers right here, but you can see bailing, and everyone else is playing flat or the underneath routes here, especially right here. So really, this route is not going to come open unless you're going to be able to fire that into the window, which I think Drew thinks he has the arm strength to do it. He can fire that ball into a tight window, but what's the smart play here? You give it some time here. Look, Jerry Jeudy's going to run to the outside. I mean, you could throw and lead him, but this guy's going to come up right here and blast him if you do. So ideally, you should be throwing the dump out, the check down to the running back here. This was just a risky throw by Drew. It leads to a turnover. And then the Dolphins, after that, they convert and they get a touchdown. Now, right here, like I said, they're showing that amoeba look. They were moving all these guys right here. And it could be a combination of them sending everybody. But they're going to send, drop back into coverage, right? They're going to send a 4-man pressure. Let's take a look at the Broncos offensive line. They do a pretty good job. You got a 1-on-1 right here on the outside. Melvin Gordon with the check down. And then you have Graham Glasgow right here doing a pretty good job. These guys are all, they're tight splits. Good teamwork here. This guy's crashing inside, so Dalton Reiser's helping out. This guy's trying to come outside, so Garrett Bowles will step out there. You have the interior help here on the offensive line. Denver does a good job. Drew Lock has a clean pocket. That's just a risky throw, and Drew learns from this. That's the one thing I'm very excited about in this film review is that Drew actually learned from this. He didn't respond in a negative manner. He came out, and he played good football afterwards. This was a big play for the Broncos offense. It would give them momentum, in my opinion. This was game-changing, a momentum-based play that changed the way the Broncos offense operated on third down. As you can see, the third down marker, first down markers right here. You have a 2-high safety look. But what are the combinations that we're going to see out here, right? You've got man coverage. It's cover 1 here, and you're going to see initially why it's a cover 1, why it's not a cover 2. They're just showing a 2-high safety look. But for the Broncos, the route combinations you're going to see, the sticks are right here. So Jerry Jeudy's going to outside release. He's going to throttle a couple yards past the sticks in case Drew wants to fire it to him. Noah Fant right here. He's going to chip release 1001, leak out to the flat. KJ Hamler's going to run across vertically He's going to get past the first down marker, sit and come back to the ball where he's going to catch it at the first down marker. Tim Patrick outside release as well. And he's going to sit back past the sticks as well on this play. So Drew Lock really keeping an eye on here. Royce Freeman's going to leak out on an out route here. 5-man pressure for the Broncos. Let's see where his eyes are. He's doing his drop back. I mean, he's processing the field right now. Jerry Jeudy obviously at the top of your screen. He's got hip-to-hip coverage. You can't throw that ball there because it's not going to be there. He's going to squeeze him to the sideline. You look at Tim Patrick at the bottom of your screen as well. He's going to throttle, give that release, sink down to where he might create some separation here. And he does. This DB kind of over pursues it, but he sees the window right here for KJ Hamler. He takes a chance. He doesn't take the check down. He takes the chance here for KJ Hamler. He plants his foot, comes back to the football, and is going to pick up the first down here, and this would get the Broncos offense moving. Like I said, once again, the route combinations, the Broncos didn't want to take the chance here, and I like it. I'm glad that Drew Lock didn't hit the check down because this guy could just rally and tackle. This guy would have came up and helped out as well. They took a chance on third down because they were not generating momentum downfield, and this is exactly what gave them momentum the rest of the way offensively. Now let's take a look at the end zone here, the end zone angle. I want to take a look at the pass protection here for the Broncos, and you're going to see a 5-man pressure here by the Dolphins defensively. They're going to send these 5 guys after Drew Lock, the pocket. They do a really good job. Right now, Dalton Risner right now has got a hot alert because this guy's a near threat. Lloyd Cushenberry is going to have this one-on-one right here because he's lined up in a 1 technique, and then you have your outside wide guy, and then they have to be, these guys are communicating right now, they have to be aware of 53, Kyle Van Noy, because he might come inside, and if he does, they're going to have to communicate that. If he were to come inside, more than likely this defensive lineman would slant outward, right? Because you got to be able to create this free space to the A gap, especially when you have a 3 tech and a wide guy. You have one-on-one matchups there. But because you got the one-on-one here, these guys have communication that, hey, alert, alert, he's going to come inside. I'm going to step wide if this guy comes out. And the Broncos have some help from Noah Fant. Chip release after 1001. So let's take a look at the Broncos pass protection here, the communication. Right now, it really looks like one-on-one all across the board here. Lloyd Cushenberry does a pretty good job. You have Graham Glasgow climbing in because he's trying to step wide. He's going to have to attack that angle. He does a good job there. He's coming wide. Nice chip release from Noah Fant here. It allows DeMar Dotson a pass set right here, and then Dalton Risner manhandling his guy right there. I like that. That's pretty good pass protection. Sets his feet, fires throws. First down for the Denver Broncos here. We're going to take a look at it once again. And really for this situation, if he were to come upfield, Drew Lock could step up, and Drew Lock trusts his offensive line. He was sacked 0 times in this game. That says a lot. A major emphasis for the Broncos coming into this game was they needed to run the football a lot better on the offensive side of the ball. They had 189 yards on the ground between Melvin Gordon, Drew Lock, and Phillip Lindsay. This is going to be a big play here for Phillip Lindsay. It's going to be a 20-yard run, and it's all set up due to the blocking. Noah Fant's going to come up on the inside and block Kyle Van Noy. DeMar Dotson's going to step out and block this guy in a one-on-one. Graham Glasgow's going to step down right here. Lloyd Cushenberry is actually going to pull through the inside and kick out this guy right here that I'm pointing at. Reach block right here so he can't get on the inside, and Phillip Lindsay is gone for 20 yards. Great block right here by Lloyd. Great block there by Noah Fant. Phillip Lindsay, great vision, and he gets downfield here. Now, I like to show you guys the blocking angles here from the end zone angle. It's beautiful. The game is won here in the trenches, folks. It is gritty, it is dirty, it is nasty, and it is not fun. So once again, like I said, you're going to have Graham Glasgow blocked down right here on the 2-eye. You're going to have Noah Fant attack inside here on the linebacker. DeMar Dotson is going to step out on the wide guy, block him, and then you're going to have Lloyd Cushenberry pull up, and he's going to kick out block number 21. Dalton Risner is going to step down here and try to reach him, and then Garrett Bull is going to come up and reach block the linebacker right here. And then for Phillip Lindsay, guess what? It is daylight, 20 yards. I just want to pause it right there. Look at this. Good block here by Noah Fant. Great kick out here. Phillip Lindsay getting skinny, finding the hole, getting upfield, 20-yard gain. Broncos offense was moving at this point, folks. And Phillip Lindsay, the offensive line, they were a big catalyst as to why early on, and the Broncos would get some momentum. Can they keep it up the rest of the way? That's going to be a big question for them. Now, in the previous 3 plays for the Broncos leading up to this one, they went negative. They had 2 false start penalties. That backed them up 10, and then Phillip Lindsay had a minus 2-yard run because the defense really popped him in there. So the Broncos were facing a long situation here, and as you could tell, this was a very aggressive defensive front here for the Miami Dolphins. They weren't sure if they were going to send a lot, so Drew Lock, he's seeing that they're showing a blitz here, and you can have off-man coverage here by Xavier and Howard. So Drew Lock's going to look to Jerry Jeudy. He's going to say, hey, Jerry, look. We're going to go smoke. We're going to go smoke it. Pop hot. Pop smoke. Right? I don't know if that's a rapper or something along those lines there, but it's going to lead to KJ Hamler coming out here to be a blocker. Quick boom. Catch by Jerry Jeudy. Get upfield. He's going to get 9 on the play. It's going to make the Broncos face a 3rd and 13 on the next play, and we're going to get to that right now. Broncos facing a 3rd and 14 on play. As you can see, the Miami defense are moving in that amoeba look here. Now, what's going to happen is they're going to send 4. It's going to be a 4-man pressure. Everyone else is dropping back because it's 3rd and long, right? You can send 4 on 3rd and long, and that's something that Miami has shown a tendency on film because there's the first down marker here. Drew Lock does a really good job improvising. The offensive line does a good job of giving him time, but nobody is open. I mean, you can say that Noah Fant's open. Guess what? Everyone's going to rally to that. You don't throw the short stuff. So Drew Lock sees he's got an opening. He wants Melvin Gordon to turn his head around and block this guy so he can run and pick up the first down here. He's going to pick up 14, but doesn't get too much help there from Melvin Gordon. Luckily, he gets out of bounds. Broncos drive stays alive by the improvisation by Drew Lock with his legs. And the offensive line here, like I said, they're looking amoeba because any of these guys can come. So they have to figure out who is actually coming. You're going to have the guy come out wide. Dotson's going to take his kick step to the outside. You have him coming off here. Boom, boom, boom. And you have just initially, you're protecting inside out. I love this. Lloyd Cushenberry, Graham Glasgow, they are bodying. Yeah, you could call hands to the face here on them there, but they are bodying on the inside, one-on-one right here, one-on-one here, and then you just got movement there. Now, because this guy's going to come wide, these guys are doing a good job collapsing everything inward. Drew Lock is actually going to take this and run because he sees that nobody is open. He's going to take what the defense gives him. Melvin Gordon's got to throw a block there, picks up the first down. Drive stays alive. This was a big play for the Broncos on offense. This came out of 12 personnel. What the hell is 12 personnel, Cody? Well, hey, guess what? I'm glad you asked because we want to make football fans smarter. 12 personnel means you have 1 running back. You have 2 tight ends, right? And that's the personnel the Broncos go with. And then you have 2 receivers as well. But on this play here, the Broncos on 2nd and 1, this is a great play to dial things up because Miami's going to be very aggressive here. You could have Deshaun Hamilton coming across. Same thing with KJ Hamler. And then Noah Fant's going to run an out route here. And then Nick Vannett, he's going to actually chip release. 1-1001 release here because this outside guy right here, what's going to happen, he's going to blitz. So Drew Lock's going to fake the play action to Melvin Gordon, deliver it out here to the flats, to Nick Vannett, who's going to get down to the 3-yard line. Noah Fant's going to throw a hell of a block here, by the way, too, folks. Quick pressure, good throw by Drew. Now, I want you guys to watch. Here's Noah Fant. Watch what he does here. Keep your eyes on him. Does a great job hip blocking, giving Nick Vannett some extra yardage down at the 3. The Broncos would punch it in, and this would be a tie game, 7-7. Broncos offense has momentum. And out of this offensive personnel, out of 12 personnel, 1 running back, 2 tight ends, like I had mentioned, I think the Broncos can build on this, not only just to get the run game going, but for also Drew Lock. When you have extra tight ends out there, whether in 12 or 13 personnel, you get extra bodies to protect. Now, sometimes you're going to have a guy offset. There could be a guy lined up right here. If this was 13 personnel, you take a receiver off the field, add a tight end here as a wing. They could do a variety of different concepts where they could block down next level, block down, and they could pull, and then they could leave the wing as another guy that leads on a kick out. I mean, these are just play designs I'm throwing up in my head right now, but quick design, quick dump off right here. Good throw by Drew Lock. Great block by Noah Fant. Good effort by Nick Vannett. Broncos punching it from 1 yard out with Melvin Gordon on the very next play. The Broncos get a big-time play here on offense. They've got some momentum. Drew Lock is in rhythm here, and they're going to catch the Miami Dolphins defense sleeping. You could argue this is an RPO. Not necessarily. I don't really believe it was. I believe it's just a fake handoff here to Melvin Gordon to get the defense, the linebackers to drop because everyone is playing tight here. They're playing tight all across the board here. So the Broncos are going to motion Jerry Jeudy over from the left side all the way to the right side. Out of the pistol formation, I like the pistol H-back wing type formation here. And so what's going to happen is Drew's going to fake the handoff here. He's reading. He's seeing where these backers are coming from. And he's going to bite. Like, he's going to come out here. He's going to stay out here. Miscommunication between these 2 DBs. So guess what? These guys already bite. They're saying, oh, shit. Here comes Tim Patrick. Corner safety over the top. And then, bam, quick window. Fires it into a place where only Tim Patrick can get it. Tim Patrick, one of the best receivers right now in terms of yards after the catch. He's very effective this year for the Broncos and in the National Football League. But take a look here. The Broncos 0 technique. You have a 3 technique here as well. Boom, boom. Vanoy on the outside, the motion. Let's see how the defense changes. They're communicating. See, they were already communicating, and there was a confusion here. Linebacker bites up. He says, holy shit, I got to get back because this is a pass play, not a run play. And this window, Drew is firing it. Going to fire it in anticipation. Bam! Tim Patrick. I like Tim Patrick, folks. It was his birthday when I recorded this video. Happy birthday, TP in these streets. This is going to be a 25-yard run by Melvin Gordon off to the offensive right side here. It's going to be a pull here by Graham Glasgow. But really the blocking all together by the Broncos offensive line and the tight ends really helped the run game right here. Great vision here by Melvin Gordon. finding the way to get upfield. If he can only stay in bounds here, cut back inside. No, I'm just joking. He got 25 yards on the ground. I don't think anybody can complain. The Broncos offense alive and moving. Now, here's where we're going to see the blocking scheme here, because Graham Glasgow is going to be the pull guy, so that means that Lloyd Cushenberry is going to step down. You're going to have step down here from DeMar Dotson. Noah Fant's going to come up to the play side backer here, and then Graham Glasgow is going to pull, kick out Van Noy. Tim Patrick's on the other side. I'm pointing my little arrow here. He's going to run inside and try to just stand in front of 21, even though he's got a cover corner there, but Melvin Gordon's fast enough to get to the outside edge. So once again, I'm going to draw it up for you. Down block, down block, down block, pull, seal on the inside, kick out on a Kyle Van Noy here. Good job by the Broncos offense there. Good job of Melvin Gordon. Good burst up the sideline. The Broncos have had success running the ball to the outside. They've struggled on the inside. They got to find a way to open that up. The game at this point is tied 10-10, and the Broncos facing a 3rd and 10 here. And there is a man coverage concept here by the Dolphins defensively. I like some good blocking here. Lloyd Cushenberry is going to bury a guy, but the route concept is going to find Jerry Jeudy for 22. Tim Patrick's going to take an inside release here, step vertically, and then get to the outside. And then Jerry Jeudy's going to run a little bit of a corner route here. KJ Hamler's going to actually block 1001, chip release to the flat here. I like this. Drew Lock delivers a nice football to Jerry Jeudy. Good protection here by the Broncos offensive line, giving him time. Look at that. He sets his feet, fires, he throws. Jerry Jeudy 2 feet in bounds. That's going to be a first down. It's going to give the Broncos momentum to kick a field goal that'll go up 13-10 at halftime. But I want you guys to watch here. I want you to watch Lloyd Cushenberry. Lloyd Cushenberry and the Broncos offensive line in general does a really good job. He buries a guy here. Good pass protection here, inside out. He's crashing in, so now he's got to help out here. So that's exactly what he does. Now he's going to bury on top of him. Everything caves inside. Drew Lock steps to the outside, throws it to Jerry Jeudy. That's a nice little play there. I want to show you this here again. Good block here from DeMar Dotson. Outside pressure. We're going to make sure you take that lateral step. Drew's got to recognize that, and I think he does. So that's why he kind of steps to the outside. You have the crash down here, inside help here. He's going to come around side. Outside of that, right there, Drew sees that. He senses it. He fires, and that's a pretty good throw there. Good ball placement. Finds the man in man coverage, and that's Jerry Jeudy, folks. The Broncos got the ball after halftime here, and Philip Lindsay's going to get a big-time 18-yard run. The Broncos, they're actually going to pull 3 players, Graham Glasgow, Lloyd Cushenberry, and Garrett Bowles, to the right side. And Philip Lindsay, great vision, finds the seam, and gets upfield for a big-time gain. Broncos are finding a little bit of a formula here that they can use offensively going forward. I think it's going to work out for them. I'm going to show you exactly how it works right here. So you're going to see Noah Fant. He's going to motion down in line. He's going to help out now. So what you're going to see, DeMar Dotson's going to step down right here on number 88. This guy right here, number 91, Nick Vanette's going to come up and try to reach block him. He's actually going to come inside, and that means that Graham's going to pull here. Lloyd Cushenberry's going to pull, and then Garrett Bowles is going to pull. So that means that Dalton Risner is going to step down right here. Noah Fant's going to reach on the inside here on number 43. And this is where Philip Lindsay's going to get skinny. As you can see, Graham Glasgow does a good job picking up the blitzing cornerback. Next guy through is Lloyd Cushenberry. He's going to have Van Noy here. Does a good job. Philip Lindsay finds the hole. Good block there by Cushenberry. And then Garrett Bowles coming upfield. You're going to see a play coming up here in a little bit from Garrett Bowles in the blocking game when he pulls. Phenomenal play, too. Garrett Bowles has played at a Pro Bowl level here in the 2020 NFL season. He's going to have a big play here. Broncos going to motion Noah Fant here in line. And this could be a run by Melvin Gordon. I want to show you this. This is going to be a right guard, left tackle pull here by both Graham Glasgow and Garrett Bowles to spring up Melvin Gordon to the outside for a positive yard gain here. Great block there by Garrett Bowles. We're going to show you here from the end zone angle. That's the best way to watch the offensive line, best way to watch trench warfare. So what we're going to see here, you have a 1 technique, you have a 3 technique, a 3 technique. You have your outside backer wide, and he's going to be wide as well. Noah Fant's going to come in line. But ideally what we're going to see here, I know you're going to, initially at the snap, you're going to say, how come Nick Vanette doesn't block number 53? How come he doesn't block number 29? Well, there's a reason why, because the Broncos, they're pulling Graham Glasgow to kick out Van Noy. They're pulling Garrett Bowles to kick out the outside guy, which is going to be number 29 right here. But I'm going to show you the scheme. So Nick Vanette's going to release once the ball snapped. He's going to go for number 44 because number 44 is going to take a downhill step. He's going to have to block him because Lloyd Cushenberry is going to seal number 95. Dalton Risner is going to seal here. And then you're going to have Noah Fant, who's coming in line right now. Let me get to it. Pause it right about there. So you're going to have Noah Fant's going to seal inside, 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 pull, kick out, pull all the way, kick out number 29, and he's going to step down right here. Nick Vanette come back, bam, number 44. That's a lot, but you can see it's poetry in motion here. Now, here's the deal. Number 29, it sucks to be you. Anytime you can get a tackle out there against a cornerback, cornerbacks hate it because sometimes they're going to get cut, But this time right here, Garrett Bowles, he's got mean intentions. He's going to body number 29, and Melvin Gordon's going to get out of bounds. Graham Glasgow arguing about a late hit there. You could make the argument there, but love that play by Garrett Bowles. Broncos have to look at extending him this offseason. Melvin Gordon will rush for his second touchdown of the day here to give the Broncos a 20-10 lead. Dalton Risner is going to pull, and you're going to have down blocks by the offensive line. Good vision there altogether by Gordon. Getting the touchdown, and Denver, like I said, the run game was very, very effective. 189 yards total on the ground, 84 yards for Melvin Gordon here in this game here. So what you're going to see is you've got some double A-gap players right here by the defensive interior. You've got a 2-eye. You have a slanted 2-eye as well. They could slant A-gap. What you're going to see is because Dalton Risner is going to pull, you're going to have down block, down block, down block, and then Troy Fumagalli is going to come up on the inside. Dalton Risner is going to kick out number 91, and the rest is wide receiver blocking. Tim Patrick and KJ. Here's Timmy P in the streets coming across. KJ Hamler is going to come across field as well. Try to get involved. Look at that. Nice little effort play there. Enough block by Tim Patrick. Get separation. Melvin Gordon is gone. Touchdown, Denver. Once again, taking a look. Down block. They're crashing everything down. Pull, kick out. Good block here against Van Noy here. Good vision by Melvin Gordon getting skinny. Blocks Van Noy into the dirt there, and it's a touchdown. The Broncos have some things they can build on schematically in the run game to keep it going. Melvin Gordon could have had his third touchdown of the day here, but he's going to fumble the ball at the 1-yard line. Now, initially, I think the Broncos have good blocking here. Melvin Gordon turns a little bit of nothing into something here, pulling tight end guard play here. He gets skinny on the interior crease, gets upfield, but he doesn't hold on the ball at the 1-yard line. Van Ginkel, really cool last name, knocks the ball out of Gordon's hands, and then the Dolphins recover at the half-yard line. So 99.5 yards that Ryan Fitzmagic would have to go. We're going to get to the Broncos film review on the next film installment here in a couple days here on the YouTube channel. But what we're going to see here is a pull from Dalton Risner. We're going to see a pull from Noah Fant. They're going to be lead blockers coming back on the inside, interior, crocodile, alligator, block here. And then he's going to run to the back of Noah Fant on this play. Blink! And then he's going to get upfield. Just got to hold on to the ball here. You got to live to see another day. Instead of going up 2 positions, the Broncos, they still stay up by 1 position, but luckily Justin Simmons saves the day. There were many people asking me about this play, the Broncos, 4th down, and they're going for it, right? Well, there's 4 seconds left in the game. The Broncos not going for it here on 4th down, but they didn't want to feel like they wanted to punt the ball against Miami, who they've blocked multiple punts this season. So you're going to see the standard, just vertical release here by Tim Patrick. Drew Lock is going to take a drop step back. He's just going to roll out. He's just going to chuck it up because chucking it up takes time off the clock. There's 4 seconds left. You just throw it up. The clock's going to run out. There's nothing that they can do. Really just try to chuck it out of bounds. But luckily, look, I mean, this is just one that airmails. It's a birthday gift to Tim Patrick, whose birthday is today. He goes over 100 yards on a 61-yard grab. He asked the cornerback, hey, man, don't twist my ankles. I got my birthday tomorrow, and I also had to play next week against the Saints. So he's just going to chuck it up here. He's going to take a little bit of a bump right there, but it takes all the time off the clock. Miami can't do nothing, and luckily, it's a little bit of stat padding time for Drew Lock. Broncos offense has a tough test this Sunday against the New Orleans Saints.